So today is a very special day. It is the 22nd of October 2024. Today is not just a regular day for me personally and for a lot of my friends that I grew up with and family members. Today marks 12 years that I lost a very close friend of mine named Stefan. A lot of you probably already know the story, but I thought we'd dive deeper into it on a more personal level because there are a lot of details that I have never shared while speaking about him and the surrounding situation with him that happened on this day, particularly 12 years ago. So we're just gonna sit back and talk about it pretty much. So today, I lost him 12 years ago. How was Stefan as a person? He was fantastic. He was a great guy. Stefan was an amazing person. Man, that's such an understatement. If there was one person in my life that was the sweetest, it was bro. Man, he was so nice. A very, very good looking dude. And let me tell you why. The women used to love him. He had an insane physique. When I say his physique was insane, bro used to go to the gym every day. And he was strong. My brother used to be back in the days as well, also a gym fanatic. Just like everyone back then. Even I, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, used to sometimes train with my brother at the home gym that our buddy had at the back bus. But long story short, Stefan pretty much passed away due to a single accident. Now, what happened is he passed away on his motorcycle. Till this day, unfortunately, none of us really know what happened. My theories are that either A, he went too fast during the bend of the road and slipped off his bike or lost control, or second, he wasn't familiar with the road and maybe got a fright. I don't know, but I have come to accept and learn that I will never get that closure. His family will never get that closure. My friends will never get the closure of what really happened that day. Only thing we know, he is no longer here. Now, the feeling of losing someone that was close to me, it hurt a lot, obviously, back then as a kid. And I can understand that if some of you don't understand why I was befriended with someone that was double my age, you've got to understand this, right? I grew up with people that were 16, 17, 18, and 20, 25 as a kid. And when I say kid, I'm talking about when I was the age of 8 till 15, I grew up with people that were older. I always looked up to the people in my neighborhood that my brother was friends with, and they became my friends as well. It's not really that weird, I find. Some people may find it odd, but I obviously also had people my own age. But I used to see them every day due to the fact that we literally lived on the same block. So we had two people. So this was a very weird thing about our neighborhood, right? Very unusual. I kind of want to say it's like an American concept, but I don't really think you guys do this in the suburbs. Our suburbs aren't really big. It's pretty dense, so pretty much on top of each other. But we had this road like it's shaped like a U. And we had one buddy of us living on this side, and then the one buddy on the other side of the U shape. And then we had another buddy of mine, two living just around the block and then behind us. So we all after school, back when I was a kid and they were in high school, we used to all just fuck around and just have an amazing time together. So that's how we grew up the bond with everyone. That's how I grew up and built a very good bond with Stefan. Now, I will be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss him a lot. Yeah, I mean it may sound crazy, but I miss him more than anyone else that I've lost in my life. And that's due to the fact that I saw him every day. And he was an amazing guy. Like when I lost my grandfather, for instance, yeah, obviously it hurt a lot. But I got over that very quickly due to the fact that I never saw him. I maybe saw him once a year, twice a year. And with Stefan, it was a very different story. I saw him like every single day. So that was a whole different situation. The way that it happened with Stefan was very unfortunate and very disappointing, and obviously we were all upset that it happened because it was unexpected. Like we'd never expect anything like that to happen, and that's the thing with people, bro. Shit can go south any second, any moment, bro. Like you can be alive today and just be gone, deceased tomorrow. And that's why you should cherish the moments that you have with those that are close to you. Tell them that you love them, because I never got to say anything to him before he left. I didn't see him before he left, and that's definitely what hurt me the most. Was none of us saw him before he left. on the trip with his brother on the motorcycle trip. The day two went together because Stefan had just passed his practical for his bike license, so him and his brother decided to go through Luxembourg. And it's interesting that I mention it, but I actually recently visited his place of where he passed away in Luxembourg with my best friend. I think it was about 4 months ago. That was very difficult, and what was super difficult was the fact that I hadn't been to that place in 6 years, 7 years, around that, because of COVID. When COVID hit in 2019, 2020, we couldn't leave the country, we couldn't enter any country. So the last time I physically been there was in October of this week in 2018. That's the last time I had visited Luxembourg as well. Reason why I go to Luxembourg, I'll get into that just now. Beautiful country. So when I went up the mountains, I just felt something, you know what I mean? Like, I recognized the road and I was like, shit, you know what I mean? It hurt a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, yeah, that shit hurt a lot. Like, it's different when you speak about certain things and when you actually experience those things in real life, you know? I visited him and it felt great, bro. Like, it was amazing seeing him. I know it sounds maybe weird and he's obviously not here anymore, but it was nice seeing him. And I visit his grave very frequent. I had plans to actually go visit his grave today, but it's unfortunate that I was not able to. I'm not able to due to the fact that I'm visiting my cousin for a week and I'm babysitting his dog for a week. So it's a bit difficult leaving his dog alone for 4 to 6 hours because his grave is in Rotterdam. It's about a 2-hour drive just to get there. And then I also have to see my brother because, you know, my brother lives in Rotterdam. So if I go to his grave, it's only right that I go check out my brother. Don't know what he's doing at the moment. My brother's good. I love my brother. You know, we all had a very, very close bond as a kid. I'm starting right now because, again, it's just a shit day pretty much. Like, a few years ago on this particular day, I would cry and be very sad, but I've learned to accept that there is no point in being sad. We have to appreciate that he's still there because, you know, he may not be here in real life, but he's always here. I know it sounds very cliche. Everyone says the same thing. He or she's not in real life, but always in your heart. And he is always in my heart. And I obviously hope that I am making him proud. I hope that we've made him proud in life because all the boys got a house, got a wife, or got some form of kid. And here is me and my brother with no kid. Although the difference is my brother has a wife and, well, okay, this may sound weird. They actually had 2 kids. Let me explain why. Recently my brother and his wife's cat passed away also 2 months ago in this week. And they've only got 1 cat left. Yes, they named their cat Kids. Yes. Do I personally want a kid? Yeah, I want a kid one day. I've said it before. My brother doesn't want a kid at all. Neither does his wife. And do I agree with it? You know, at the end of the day, it's not my life. I obviously would love for my brother to have a kid. I've always said to him, I'd love to be, is it uncle or something? I don't know. I'd love to see him have a kid because my brother's always been very good with kids. I never told you guys this, but my brother used to work with kids back around my age when he was about 18, 20. And it was funny because he actually used to want to be a kid nurse or a kinderarts, as we say in the Netherlands. But he decided to take a whole different route, which turned out to be a good decision nonetheless. But yeah, Stefan, I'll never forget him. The best memories that I have, man, you know, it sucks because I don't have any pictures of him with me because you gotta remember, we didn't have these things 10 years ago. And I have him as my screensaver. I don't want to show you his name. You know, I do want to respect his full privacy. But the best memories that I have with Stefan and the boys, man, it used to always be this massive field by the back of our garden. You've probably been able to see it in some of all the videos from many years ago when I used to play these football videos. I remember, not every day, but yeah, pretty much every fucking day, I can assure you, we used to be on a, as we call the veldje, or we used to go to Waddens, right? Waddens was more the spot we used to go to at night. Mommy and daddy never liked me going there with them at night, but it was okay. it was alright because my brother and everyone else. And there was a thing, right? Back at the age when they were, oh man, when my bro was 16, everyone was 17, 18. Yeah, obviously they smoked and drank, but they never did any alcohol or any smoking when I was around them. And that's why my mom and dad trusted them, because of the fact that we know that they were good. And they were great people, man. They were role models for me as kids. But the best memories that I have was just, I remember, man, the summer nights playing football, all of us, man. I think eventually our group was 6, 7, 8 strong, sometimes even with 9 or 10, and we would just have fun, play football. We often go out. That's the thing, man. Us as a group back then, we were very close, and it's also just a very different situation because we were teenagers. I was a kid, obviously they were teenagers, but as a teenager, as a kid, you have less to stress about, less to worry about. Life is less serious as it is as a grown-up. So we were able to do way more back then. And what Stefan used to do, and what he what he liked a lot, drinking. Fuck me. This guy, bro, man, he used to love his Heineken. Only Heineken. Nothing else. Preference was Heineken. And once in a while, when I go visit his grave, whenever I'm in the neighborhood of Rotterdam, it's not often anymore, fortunately. I think the last time I've been to him was, wow, the last time I saw my brother, well, the last time I went to my brother's house, month and a half ago, 2 months ago, after I came back from Italy, playing football with all of us on the back of the field, having music on, and just having an amazing blast at sometimes like 2 in the morning. Yeah, because we used to have, well, let me explain. So there used to be these street lanterns by the field, so you had a little bit of light at night, not a lot, but you were still able to just see the ball, barely see the ball. But those were some great memories. He was a great guy. I'm not sad, you know. Obviously it's not the most easiest thing to speak about, this day particular every year. It's hard for us all. October in general is kind of a shit month, because this month, like, I've lost my dog, my cat, and I lost my best friend. But you know what? He's still in me. Won't lie. It does hurt, yeah. And, you know, again, what pains the most is the fact that, you know, someone's not there anymore. And if you've ever lost someone close to you, or in general, you understand that not being able to see them or hear their voice or their smell, as weird as it sounds, people have certain smells, right? Those things are just gone. And an interesting fact I thought I would tell you. This is a very interesting fact. I don't know if I've said this before, but his girlfriend at the time was Iris Damaris. She won The Voice of Holland in 2011, 12. That was his girlfriend. And this is a crazy story. It gets even crazier. She had I think it was a big sister or small sister, but she had a sister. She was my teacher as a kid for a while. I cannot make this shit up. Search up Iris Damaris, 2011, 2012, The Voice of Holland. She won it. I think she won a car and she won a shitload of money. I never saw her after that anymore. I never spoke to her afterwards. I mean, obviously, she's moved forward, I hope, in life. I really do. She was amazing though. Like, her sister was really, really, really sweet. I think she persuaded and became a teacher, which most people become when they work with kids as a, you know, as a young adult. But that's pretty much it, man. My bro Stefan, we've all got dedications, and we all post on social media every year to reminisce and remember him, so that we never forget him. We can't forget him. He was a part of the family. We were a part of his family. This is the toughest day of the year for his family as well, because at the end of the day, we lost a friend and close brother, but there are two parents sitting at home that lost their son, you know. That's a whole different feeling. But I hope you sort of enjoyed this video. Maybe you were able to relate to this video in some way. Let me know if you've ever lost someone or people. I've lost a few people in my life. I've lost 4 or 5 people in my life, which is, you know, a lot. And unfortunately, the older you become, the more people you're gonna lose, man. I mean, it's really weird to think like this, but man, as much as, you know, I don't agree with my parents sometimes, they don't agree with me, I cannot see my life without my parents, man. I'm very fortunate and very blessed to have both of them in my life, even though, you know, sometimes I'm not the easiest by any means, they do know I appreciate them a lot. And I love them a lot. And it's the same to my friends and my bros. If you're my bro for life, pretty much. It ain't no switching up or nothing. Nope. You my bro for the rest of my life. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually wish I had more information on what Stefan used to do. I don't know what he was studying, because he was still in, he just finished high school. I don't know what Stefan used to work as or what he studied, but I do know his brother, who was older, that was old at the time. He's alive. He now works at Shell. So he's persuaded a very interesting career at Shell. Very happy and very proud of him. He's got his own family. He's an awesome guy as well. And just a shout out to everyone that I grew up with, man. And let's always keep his name apart. Our chain will never be broken. That's the motto that we have on his grave. Our chain will never be broken. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you next time, man. Adios.